Today, we're diving into a budgeting method that might just change the way you manage your money. So, why another budgeting method? Well, because not every budget works for everyone. There are tons of popular budgeting methods out there. And as I've been saying in my other videos, the truth is, no one size fits all solution exists. Just like you, I've explored various methods. And today, we're focusing on a unique approach introduced by Richard Jenkins, the former editor-in-chief of MSN Money, the 60% solution. Welcome to the Finance Virtuoso Channel, where we talk about all things finance. If you're seeking a daily dose of valuable information on money, business, investments, and savings, be sure to click the notification bell and hit the subscribe button now. Richard Jenkins developed the 60% solution because he, like many of us, found that traditional budgeting methods just didn't quite cut it. Let's start uncovering why he felt the need for a new approach. Jenkins struggles with traditional budgeting. Imagine meticulously tracking every single expense from your morning coffee to your monthly rent. This was Jenkins' reality, where he carefully monitored every dollar spent, even adjusting categories like food and gas on the fly to ensure he never exceeded his income. It was, to put mildly, exhausting. Picture this. You're constantly crunching numbers, analyzing receipts, and at times, feeling like a financial detective. The goal? To prevent overspending and maintain complete control over your finances. However, despite the meticulous record keeping, Jenkins found this approach to be draining and, quite frankly, not always effective. It required immense discipline, and even then, there were moments when it just didn't add up as expected. It's the sort of budgeting method that can leave you feeling stressed and drained, and it might not even provide the financial results you desire. But, as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. After 2 decades of this rigorous budgeting approach, Jenkins had an epiphany. There had to be a better way. That's when he conceived the 60% solution, offering a fresh perspective on budgeting. Explaining the 60% solution. So, what exactly is the 60% solution? In simple terms, it suggests that 60% of your gross income should be allocated to what Richard Jenkins calls committed expenses. Let me break it down what this means. Imagine you earn $5,000 per month. According to the 60% solution, $3,000 of that should be dedicated to committed expenses. These include your essential living expenses, often referred to as the 4 walls of finance, which encompass housing, which includes your rent or mortgage payments, utilities, which include monthly bills for electricity, water, and gas, transportation, which includes expenses related to your vehicle, such as fuel and insurance, and groceries, which include the cost of food and household necessities. Now, it doesn't stop there. Committed expenses also cover other obligations like taxes. This includes federal, state, and local taxes. Yes, even taxes are part of your committed expenses, which might surprise some folks. However, remember that the 60% figure isn't set in stone. It's flexible to accommodate your unique circumstances. If you live in an expensive city or have higher than average living costs, you might need to allocate more than 60% to cover your committed expenses. On the flip side, if you're in a more affordable situation, you could aim for less than 60% for your committed expenses. The key is adaptability to make it work best for your financial reality. Allocating the remaining 40%. Now that we've got the committed expenses covered, let's talk about the remaining 40% of your income, which is where the 60% solution really shines. This remaining chunk is divided into 4 categories, each receiving 10% of your income. Now, let's explore these categories. Number 1. Retirement savings. This category is all about securing your financial future. Suppose you earn $5,000 per month, so you allocate $500 to your retirement savings, often done through a 401k or a pension plan. Number 2. Long-term savings. Life is full of big expenses like purchasing a new car, buying a home, or replacing a roof. To cover these substantial costs, you allocate another 10%. So that's $500 per month for long-term savings. Number 3. Short-term savings. We all face unexpected expenses, such as vacations, car repairs, or holiday gifts. The 60% solution sets aside 10% or $500 to tackle these irregular financial needs. Number 4. Fun money. Lastly, we have the fun money category. This is your guilt-free spending zone, where you can allocate 10% or $500 for whatever brings you joy, whether it's dining out, hobbies, or entertainment. The rationale behind the 60% solution. Jenkins structured the 60% solution this way for a reason: to keep you on track and prevent overspending. It doesn't matter what you overspend on, it can lead to debt. Imagine you're overspending on eating out, entertainment, or clothing. Regardless of where your money is going, overspending can ultimately lead to debt. Jenkins also noticed it wasn't the everyday small purchases that got him into trouble. It was the larger, irregular expenses like vacations, car repairs, and holiday spending that wreaked havoc on his financial stability. And these expenses are typically short-term in nature. So the 60% solution is designed to handle these unexpected financial challenges efficiently. It ensures you're setting aside money to cover them, preventing these irregular expenses from derailing your financial goals. Who is the 60% solution for? Now, who stands to benefit the most from this method? Well, if you, like Jenkins, find that big expenses tend to wreck your financial stability, then this could be a game changer for you. It's great if you're disciplined and don't splurge on impulse buys, but may overspend on things like cars or homes. However, if you're prone to impulsive spending and can't rein it in, this method might not work as well for you. Remember, your committed expenses should ideally hover around that 60% mark. Adjusting it too much can create financial strain in other areas. Also, a word of caution. Saving just 10% of your income for retirement, as suggested by this method, may not be sufficient to secure your retirement comfortably. Your timeline plays a significant role here. Think about it. If you're looking to retire and maintain your lifestyle, you might need more substantial savings. And that's the 60% solution in a nutshell. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your financially virtuous friends. Have you tried other budgeting methods but had no luck and would like to give this method a try? We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay financially virtuous.